Okay. So last class we discussed, right? What is a performance, a controller and performance. So in the major thing, performance center, we have HPALM. So what it is like as a controller only. So how it is look like controller, we need to do same things in for performance center also. Means we need to import the script into the performance center or ALM, and after that we need to design the scenario same like this, but tool will be different. As same to this will be desktop based application. Going to perform center and ALM both should be web based applications. So you need to do for the just execution point of view and design point of view, we need to use for the controller as same to the performance center. And so you can observe in this we don't have any time slot mechanism. Means for example I want test to this, maybe I will start with the tomorrow 2 o'clock. So we don't have any time slot mechanism to start, because this is the desktop application. Now you need to start test now, means you can design scenario, but I want to do for the after some time or 2 hours or 3 hours, means we don't have any time slot mechanism. But going to the in perform center ALM, we have the time slot mechanism will be there. You need to book the time slot, like maybe tomorrow you need to execute, means you can book the time slot like tomorrow. So what is date 22, and you need to 2 to 3 your test time, so you need to book that one. Automatically test will be run, no need to click on start button. Okay. So just I will give for the overview of one video will be there. So I will show you how to it will be there in performance center, and after that I will explain. Okay, just look on that. We need to see for the once we can add the script, it will be like this, they will be there. Same like as a controller. Controller, how we see the script name, and after that script path and load generator. You see here, you can click on this is the load generator. Everyone able to see this is the load generator. You need to add this, click on this and you can add it. So this is the design phase. So means stop user condition, number of end users, and as a duration of the test, means ramp up, ramp down, and duration. We need to same like this in controller. If you see, everyone able to see, right? This will be scripts. How we are there in controller, same like as these are the scripts, and this will be design the scenario, ramp up, ramp down, duration, right? So same like this only. So scenario means this is the script name and this is script path, and we need to assign load generator, means this is the LG. And after that, this is the design page. How we are design in controller, same thing like this. Design this one, it will come as a graph. Then after that, everything is done. Directly you can click on run button. Run button will be there. Then after that, click on save button. If you want to save, means you can save button. And now we have the required app servers, web server, DB servers, and the counters using for the monitoring tools called the site scope under test resource category. In that testing tab, we need to open one more will be there, that is the test resource further. In that test resource, we need to integrate from the performance center or SPLM to site scope, for where we can do means test resource category. See, after that log into the site scope, means this is the site scope also, your URL this one. So after monitor the right click on the site scope, select the new group. Once we open the site scope, it will be open like this, and after that here you can click on the new group. See, now everyone able, right? Already we see for the performance, right? How it is like as a performance, but this is the site scope. This is also server side monitoring purpose we can use for the site scope. Because what is difference between performance and site scope means performance is only for Windows based application, but site scope we can do for the Windows based and Linux and Unix, Red Hat. So at a time 120 servers we can monitor in site scope. So this is the major difference for the performance and to side scope. And side scopes will be web-based application. So this is the web URL. You need to click on this and it will be a login. And after that login, you are able to see this like this. So here you need to add for the group. So now we can observe. And we need to go for the group name. It is we are giving as a side scope and we are giving as a new name. And after that, the new side scope group section, enter your name as a group name. Means we need to give for the group name some sample or we are doing for the any kind of testing. Means we need to give that one. Click on OK button. After entering the group name, the newly created group will be visible and list displayed in the monitor tab. See, once you can add this one, it will open this like this for the all the things. Find and select a newly created group and right click on group name and select new group. Enter general group name and the web server and click on it. See, this is our group. See, this is our group name. After that, right click on that one and enter for the server name as a web server. After that, select the new group created above in the wanted list and right click on the select a new group, enter server name and the group name and click on OK. Repeat the same steps and we all these web servers and application servers, SQL servers. Means we need to add for the all web servers, app servers, application servers. Means we need first create a one group. After that group, we need to add for the web server. Just right click on that one and add web server, and right click on web server and add web server and SQL server. So like this, we have the two web servers, two application servers, two DB servers. Means you need to add for the same thing. In one group only, you need to add for the app server 1, app server 2, and SQL server 1, SQL server 2, web server and web server 2. And after adding this, for example, these are the servers. See, this will be web server and someone will be app server. See, this will be WAV0 to app server. WO means this will be web servers. And we have the SQL will be derived to the SQL server. So means in that Empower is a group name. Group name is what is that? He created as a Empower. So now you guys can understand. So first thing we are create to the group. So what is the group means? That is the Empower is a project name. So is given as a group name is a Empower. In that Empower is having the many application servers, many web servers and DB servers. So he added for the all the servers. See, we have the app server 01, 02, 03, 04, 056 and web servers 01, web server 02 and same to the some SQL servers also will there. So what are servers we have in this application? He added all the servers. Servers, web servers and application servers and DB servers. DB server nothing but database servers. And choose the Microsoft Windows resource. When our performance counters we would like to add. So now we need to add for the performance counters. What are the performance counters? CPU, memory, network, and disk rate per second, disk counters is all right. So you need to choose the Microsoft Windows resource and which performance counter you would like to add. Click get a server and choose server to you would like to add counter for. Click on get measurement and choose the object instance and the counters to be added. Click and add. So they are selected in the bottom of the window. Note that get measurement button is only visible for the monitor chosen in Microsoft Windows resources. can click on this one, it will open like this. And after that, note select measurement in the new counter list. The counters nothing but this only. So each and every server we need to add for the CPU, disk, memory. So yesterday we added, right, CPU, memory, disk counters, and how we added here, and same too we need to add for the each server. We need to give for the CPU and disk and memory, and you have the DB counters. You need to give for those only. Okay.
Okay.
Cases in the counter displayed below should be added all the boxes. So like this it will open. Just you can select this one, it will show for here. Graphically oriented and as to what is the current and what is the total processor time and everything will be displayed. Same like as a performance. In order to see the W3B object listed in the .NET Explorer. After site scope calibration, follow the below steps in performance and done. Step 2, expand the testing section from the left side panel. So as of now, you see, right, that will be side scope, like how we are calculated in performance monitor. So this is the performance of this results, right? How we added for the here in go to the properties, and we need to add for the properties nothing but we have the CPU memory, how we added, right? These all things, same thing. We have the different server name will be there, like app server 1, app server, so DB server. So actually is created as a one skeleton. Actually inside scope, how is creating means, so I will show you in notepad, then you can understand a little bit, because this will be, you don't have access and this will not free tools. That is why I'm showing for window. So for example, I am creating for the inside scope, I need to add for the counters. So before adding the counters, what we need to do, we need to add the group name. Okay, what we need to do, we need to add the group name, add the group name, and after that, in that each group we need to add, we need to add servers like app, comma, web, comma, DB servers. So after that, what we need to, each server we need to add counters. Counters means what are the things, CPU, comma, memory, comma, disk, comma, network. This will be counter. So in once we can open the side scope, you are adding for the new right? So you need to add for the group name, and so group name, so for example, I'm giving for the group name like okay, web tour. I'm giving web tour. Group name will be web tour. In that web tour, what I need to add, app server 01 and app server. I have the two app servers, assume. So 02, and after that I have the web servers also, web server 01 and web server 02, and I have only one DB server or SQL server. In SQL nothing but DB only, right? SQL 01. So like this it will be there. After that, what we need to, each and every server we need to add for the counters. What are the counters? CPU, memory,
network,
memory, and disk. So this counters we need to add. For each server we need to add like this only. So means each server you need to add for the like this. So like this we need to add. And after that, these configurations, everything is done. So okay, we need to save this scenario. Once we can save this, okay, this process will be completed. And after that, we need to, for these configurations, we need to add the in performance center also. So now we'll go to the again here and okay, see now we can observe. See, after completing for the site scope configurations, follow the below steps to performance center. So performance center, I already told, right, it is a like as a controller only, but it is a controller will be a desktop based application. Performance center will be web based application. So now you can observe, expand the testing section. So we have the testing is there here. You can click on testing section after left side pan and click on test resource. So test resource in a root folder and click on new folder and see in icon provide name newly created folder. Means here will be testing tab will be there. So how it will be there, I will show you here. Okay, then you guys can understand. Okay, once open the I think paint I open, that it's very clear to you. So so this will be this will be actually this will be a performance center or ALM. For this we need to log in, right? So username and password and domain name. So like this will be there. So here will be there username, password and domain name. So you need to give for a username and password. When after entering for the okay, after enter for the URL only you need to give this one. So I can give it as a URL name like this, some www.com performance center.com. So once you can enter this, then you can observe this space. So login and password and domain name. Login name means they will give you for the credits, some credentials they will give once you can join the company, right? They will give for the, for example, Lakshmi there, Lakshmi 123 and password will be some Lakshmi at the rate some IBM company, and domain name nothing but they will give for the banking or insurance, so in retail application. So they will give, after that you can give that one, click on login button will be there, then you can log in. After login is completed, you can see the like this. In that we have the different type of tabs will be there. So each tab, like in testing tab will be there. First one will be testing tab. Okay, testing tab. In the testing tab we have the different type of okay, in the testing tab we have the different type of some tabs will be there. First one will be tester resource, and after that test resource and test plan, and after that test lab, and after that one more time slot. Last one will be run. Test run will be there. Test run. So like this we have the, once you can click on this testing tab, you are able to see the test resource, test plan and test lab and time slot and test run. So for this, in this is for the only for testing point of only, means our testing point of only it will create it. So you can once click on this testing tab, you are able to see the test resource and test plan test lab and time slot. So if anyone asks for the interview questions are in performance center or ALM, in testing tab, what are there means we need to tell for the test resource, test plan, test lab, and time slot and test run. So each and every one, which purpose we can use means test run will be, test resource will be there. First one, test resource nothing but we need to monitor for the server side monitoring purpose. We need to use for the test resource. Test plan will be there. Test plan means we need to add for the scripts, means we need to upload the script, and after the upload the script you need to design the scenario. Design the scenario nothing but you need to add the script, and after adding the script you need to do the select for the schedule by senior or schedule by group, and assign to the select for the basic or run mode, and assign to you need to assign for the load generators and set for the runtime settings. These all things we can do for the test plan. Once test plan you can done that one, and you can save that plan, and it will come to the test lab, and you need to observe for the in the test lab, just you need to observe for the what are the test scenarios you designed. So those will be we can see in the test lab. Going to the time slot mechanism, actually this will be not there in our controller. So time slot mechanism nothing but, for example, tomorrow I will do for the one kind of flow test, and at the same time Swarna also do that load test. But what happened means I am before Swarna only, I already booked time slot. Tomorrow will be 22 and 2022 and fourth month, and time duration will be 2 to 3. So already I booked that one. So once maybe after that Swarna came to this application, he's open, and after that time slot she's try to booking for the 2 to 3, but she getting message already this time slot is booked someone. So means after that what Swarna can do? So he will be maybe after 3 to 4, maybe our test time will be 2 to 3, right? After 2 to 3 completed, Swarna will conduct for test for 3 to 4. So means time slot mechanism very important for us, because so if anyone doing for that time means okay, we know okay, this guy is doing for this time, so we can do for the later time. But in going to the controller, we don't have that time slot mechanism. We can directly click and run, and it will start the test. And going to the test run. Once test is completed, all the results will see in the test run. Okay. This is for the performance center and HPLM, both will be same. So you need to identify the test resource, which purpose we can use, and test plan and test lab, time slot and test run. So that's it. Okay. Now we'll go to here, then you can understand. Now we'll go. Click on the test resource. So in monitoring means we need to go to the test resource and select the resources to root folder and click on new folder and provide a name. Same to how we created in the scripts time, we have created new folder, right? Same thing in here also you need to create for the new folder, and here I have provided name as a monitor profile. Means you are giving as a name as a monitor profile. And after that select monitor profile and the folder, click on new folder icon, provide name as a newly created folder, and I have given name as a test lab. So I giving to the name is test lab, and select a newly created folder that will be test lab, and click on new resource icon, and then new resource name given as a test server. What is the name? Resource name test server, and select the test server and click on monitor configuration and tab, then click on add monitor as a mouse pointing. See, here is the mouse pointing. After click on require monitor like Windows resource or Sidescope or Apache, and click on Sidescope, and I have the setup Sidescope as a monitoring tool for server. So once we can add it, all these things will be added here. It will be like this. So you need to give for the provide server name, which server we are adding, and after that click on get counters and button add the required counters particular app server. So we want any server counters means we need to click on the and get server, and we need to add for the counters. After saving, you can see the monitor configuration window below. So once everything is done, we'll see the counters. These are the counters, means CPU counters, processor time, user time, available bytes, and SQL means buffer iteration time, and CPU for the DB everything will be displayed. Also, we can add. These are all the administration. Like this, we need to add for the servers also. Means monitoring purpose. We need to add apps side scope means like this we can add. After this they add. Now you can. This is for creation. See how we can create it. These are the scripts, and each and every script we given is a different ramp up, different ramp down. When we can go with the different ramp up, ramp down means schedule by scenario, schedule by group. Schedule by group, right? We can select either test run, schedule by scenario, run all the scripts simultaneously, schedule by group. Each script have an independent schedule. Again, schedule will be back to the single ramp up, single ramp study and state, single ramp down. Our real world multiple means multiple ramp up, multiple study states and multiple ramp downs. So we can select like this. So multiple or depends on our requirement. Schedule by scenario or schedule by group. Now we can either select a specific control, we can choose for the automatic detected controller based on the availability performance center, pick the controller is available in the list of controllers. These are will be controllers. So in that what are the available controllers will be there, we need to select those first. And after click on monitors menu, from the left side panel, we can add monitor profile button. Displayed every configure under test resource category. What are the monitors we added? All that will be displayed in right hand side. This is the graphical oriented. Click on time slot option from left side panel under testing section. We have the testing section, time slot will be there. Everyone able to see? Here will be time slot will be there. Okay, here will be time slot will be there. So for controller and here is a difference, major difference. Time slot will be there. Means we need to do testing after 1 hour or tomorrow or after night or anything. You need to just schedule it. You can keep it. Test will be automatically executed. Like this, we need to select the date in time slot. Click on it will show the like this. You need to select the date and it will. See, you can observe what are there, right? This all will be someone already booked for their timings for all tests. So you need to check for the availability for where it is availability. So where is it is showing as a white color, right? So it will be available. So you need to click on that and you need to select for the test. Display where the anyone is in that particular time will be there. It will display for the all the already test is someone is booked. So you need to check for the availability. For example, if here is the availability will be there. You need to check this here. You need to put the time slot here. Time slot reservation. Click on any blank cell and to reserve the time slot. Where is the blank? You need to reserve that place. Sample time slot which is reserved successfully. After that, we can get as a once you click on the blank and you will get for the okay time slot is successfully reserved. You will get for the message. So sometimes time slot is reserved successfully. So that is for the how to import it. So now I'm giving for the just briefly about this. We see for the with the screenshots, right? Now I am telling for the just in ALM or purpose center. So we have that some tabs will be there, testing tabs like
Once we can expand the testing, we'll see for the test plan, test lab, and test resource, and time slot, and test run. So in test plan and test lab, what we can do means we can upload, create first we will create the folder, and after that create the test. In that create test, we need to upload for the scripts. Once we can upload the script, we can click on that script part and click on edit, and it will go to the next window, and we'll see the all the scripts. And you need to add the script, and you need to add for the load generators, and how many users you need to execute. You need to select as a schedule by scenario, schedule by group, and everything will ready. Then you need to save the scenario. Once save the scenario, then you need to monitoring purpose. You need to add for the test resource tab. Which tab? Test resource tab. In the test resource tab, before that, you need to configure for the in site scope. In site scope, once we can log in the site scope, you need to click on new group, and you can add for the group name as a some X, and after that you need to add for the servers, web servers, application servers, DB servers. Once you can add, and you are added for the counters also. Counters nothing but CPU, memory, disk counters. So everything is done. Then you will come to the again performance center, and click on for the resource monitor tab, and once you can create for the new group, and you need to add for the server, and after that you need to configure for the servers and click on OK, and servers will be configured in performance center or ALM. After that, we need to do already again. We need to come to here in